Hello my amazing YT family, how are we all doing? I trust we're keeping safe and also staying healthy. To my old subscribers, thank you so much guys for being there. I truly appreciate every single one of you. And to the new ones who just joined the family, I say you're highly welcome. Thank you for clicking on the subscribe button. Today we're making another delicious delicacy, one of my favorite soups from the southeastern part of Nigeria, Akwa Ibom State. That is actually called ATAMA Soup. So do not click away, stick around, let's cook together. So to the ingredient, there I have dry fish, also stockfish, which we'll be cleaning together, grounded crayfish, oziza seed already grounded, seasoning cubes, and I have also periwinkle that has been taken out of the shell. But if you have the shell one, it's the first option because it's sweeter with this soup. Well, here this is what I have. And then I'm going to be using palm fruit base canned one because we do not have the fresh one in diaspora. But back home, if you want to try out this soup, please use the fresh one where you have to go through the process of cooking until it's soft, pounding and extracting the palm oil. But this does it well, this is a very good alternative for cooking this soup. Of course, our dry pepper and also sea salt to taste. So there in the bowl I have the atama leaf. This is actually the dry one, which is what I prefer, not just because I live in diaspora, but because this is what I prefer and I could actually find here in diaspora. It was sent to me this way. In the market back home, you find the Akwa Ibomites who sell food stuff. They also sell this. So not only do they sell the fresh one, they also sell the dry one because the dry one is also cooked, but in a different way from the fresh one. If you're using the fresh one, some are actually bitter, so you have to go through the process of slicing, boiling hot water, pouring over it, cover for a few minutes, like 10 to 15 minutes, and then strain it out to take out the bitterness. But for this dry one, you don't need to go through that process. We'll cook together and you see how it's being used. But then it's about the same thing. Back home, I love even the dry one. I cook a lot of the dry one than even the fresh one, and I enjoy it more. So if you enjoy Bangasoup, I will encourage you to give this a try. Just ask the women, the Akwa Ibom women who sell leaves. Even the Igbos, they will know. When you say atama leaf, they'll be able to, show you, and you can buy from them. It doesn't even cost as much as afang, that is the okazi leaves cost, and it comes out very well. So now to the protein, I'll be using some different parts of cow beef, the leg, the tongue, and also the main part, the fleshy part of the meat as well. But first option, if you have access to bush meat, please use it. It tastes like it takes this soup. You eat and you so enjoy it. So now we're just going to steam this meat in its own juice. I just added onions. Now I'm adding ginger, garlic, which I blended. Then I just added dry pepper and also salt. And then we're going to cover and allow it cook for a bit in its own juice. And then we'll come back to it. While that is cooking, we're going to be soaking the stockfish with warm water and salt before we'll clean it and then debone it. Now I'm going to be washing the dry fish. Usually I use salt and iron sponge to wash it. After soaking it in warm water, I'm now going to use the sponge to scrub the entire skin because of sand. I'm using salt to scrub. So when I scrub all of the fish we're using, I would now drop everything inside a bowl of hot water, not for too long, maybe for like a minute or two, like I have in the picture there. I'll just pour hot water over it to rinse it out, and I'll quickly take it out and debone it. After I wash my dry fish. now check. This meat has a lot of juice, so I just added seasoning cubes now because I forgot to add it earlier. Just there. I'm going to add a little more water and continue cooking it. So our stockfish is deboned ready. Now we are going to prep the palm fruit base. I actually removed it from the can, then I poured hot water over it. I'm just stirring to make sure that it is properly dissolved so that all of the dirt, the sand or particles will sink down. Back to the pot now. The meat actually cooked for about 25 minutes because I like buying meat very soft. Now we are going to add the palm fruit base very gently so that I don't pour the particles we have at the bottom in there. You're going to see what it looks like. Why you need to always dissolve your palm fruit before you use it. You can see the dirt, you can see it underneath. You don't want to be eating into dirt and sand in your food, so be very careful when you're using palm fruit base. And now I'm just adding the stockfish and also the dry fish, the deboned dry fish. Some people use egusi, that's melon seed, to thicken this soup, but I don't like it. I don't really enjoy egusi with it, so I don't make it too watery where I would have to need a thickener. I rather make it in a way where it's not too thick and not too light, and it's just right for me. So now I'm adding crayfish to it. Remember, we added our stockfish and fish, and then now crayfish. Just stir for a bit, cover and allow it to come to a proper boil for like 10 minutes, and then we'll come back to it. You can see it's boiling. All of the meat, the fish, the stockfish, everything has released its beautiful aroma into the pot. One thing I like about this ATAMA soup is that ATAMA leaf itself has a very sweet, strong aroma. So now I've just added the dry ATAMA. People down from the next street will begin to perceive, what's this sweet soup? Who is cooking? You know? So already at this point, really I just added it. It takes like 2-3 minutes already. You can perceive the sweet smell everywhere. Will just be smelling everywhere. So we'll allow it cook for like 2 minutes or so. Just cover and allow it cook for 2 minutes, and then we'll come back to it. The soup is almost done, guys, so we need to start making our swallow now. I enjoy this food mostly with fufu. Now the soup is ready. I just turned off the gas. I am now adding the periwinkle, and then I'm going to add a bit of fresh uziza leaf. I have it in the freezer, that's why it's looking that way. It's a bit frozen. Not a bit frozen, it's actually frozen. So our soup is ready. If you do give this soup a try, let me know. Okay, time for us to go to the dining table. Time for us to go enjoy. Guys, the dining table is set. Come join me and tell me whatever choice of swallow you would prefer so I can make it while you're coming. If you have watched to this point, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Do not forget to give me a thumbs up, share the video to whoever you think would enjoy it, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.